Welcome once again to the channel. We are with Across the Realms and Spiros.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And they are working in a new game. This is Space Breachers. So it's a dungeon crawler game. If you play when you was a child, when you were a child, Space Crusade, this is gonna have the taste of this game. So, tell us something about the game.
Okay.
Who are the Breachers?
Who are the Breachers? Well, we don't really have to go there. We don't really know who the Breachers are. The
Okay.
Space Breachers are just an elite squad of soldiers,
Okay.
and they're what they have to do is breach enemy spaceships that are coming to their planet, perhaps, who knows. Enter the spaceships and do all sorts of missions to stop the alien menace, right? So we have all sorts of missions that you can complete. The whole idea of the game is that it's a dungeon crawler, like you said, a sci-fi dungeon crawler. You have random elements. You have randomized boards,
Okay.
which are revealed during the game, and you have the game is cooperative, so you don't have an alien player like in the original Space Crusade. Instead of that, we have artificial intelligence for each different monster, so each monster behaves differently. Some are pretty simple; they just come towards you. Some are more advanced; they'll try to hide and take shots at you, and then go back out of line of sight. Yeah, you can open and close doors to use the terrain to your advantage, but the enemies can also do that as well.
So we can close the doors.
Yes,
We can
you-
open and we can close to
Yes.
try to achieve some advantage against the enemy.
Right.
Important question. The game is a campaign mode,
Yeah.
and you can play at the same time and standalone missions.
Yes, you can definitely do that. I mean, it's a cooperative game, so essentially, I mean, all we can do is give you instructions of how the game is best played. You can play a complete campaign,
Okay.
or you can play a standalone game. During the campaign, our soldiers, you have a set number of soldiers who each one of them is unique. They have some variations, and once one of the soldiers is dead for good for the entire campaign. So, for example,
Okay.
you have one medic in your team. If he dies early on, you need to take that into account because you're not going to have anybody to heal you. So you better protect your medic.
Yeah.
And usually he dies first. There's so many things that can go wrong, so many things that can come out of the blue, and usually the game hates you, and it tries to kill your best ones.
Okay. So we can open and close doors. There are other, or you are thinking in another
Right, yeah.
environmental when. And
Yeah, some
we
games
can-
don't like closing doors, yeah.
Some games, but will be there other elements
Yeah.
of the terrain we can
Interact with, yes, exactly. Yeah. Well, besides we have in the standard game, we have 25 different boards. 5 of them, they have unique elements you can interact with. So, for example, this one, this is called the control room. You can go to these panels over here, to these
I see,
control
this,
panels over here, exactly. So if you go here to these gears, what you can do is you can access the enemy computer, and you can do all sorts of things. You can open and close doors around the entire spaceship. You can deploy a gun turret. You can shoot at some enemy that is perhaps out of line of sight, and you can also reveal boards that are out of your reach, which can be really important because every time you reveal a board, what happens is the enemies get more alert. So more enemies start coming around. So if you can scout ahead, you'll have less enemies to worry about.
Okay.
And you have all sorts of things. So you also have this teleporter. One of the cool things you can do with a teleporter is you can kill everybody inside.
Okay.
So if you can kite the enemy inside the teleporter, you can press a button and squish, you kill them. But you can only do it once per game. You can't do it
too powerful.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we've never managed to do it because it never ends up in a space where the enemies will go in. So, but it's something fun we came up with the teleporter.
Okay. we are going to talk is right there,
That's the scanner.
the scanner.
Right. So this is a very important part of the game. So the way the way enemies are spawned is that we have the scanner where we record what is called the nearby threat level. So what happens is we put blips on the scanner every time something happens. So every time the enemy player, the alien player takes their turn, we put one blip there. And every time we reveal a board, we put one blip per board reveal, per sector. That's how we call them.
Okay.
And there are event cards which we draw every turn, every alien phase. And those cards are all bad. There's nothing good here. So the best thing that can happen here is just nothing happens.
Nothing happens is the best option, no? For the team.
Yeah. So once we have 5 or more blips here,
Yeah.
what happens is we generate a wave. So we don't know where it's coming from. So what we're doing is we're rolling a d20. We're counting sides, so it doesn't really matter now to show the mechanic if you don't want me to. If
No,
that
that's
takes
not
long.
necessary. That's
All right.
fine.
So what we do is we randomize the edge, and whatever edge ends up, we take them from here. Let's say this was 5, and we place them here, starting from the edge, from the center, and as long as those are not in line of sight, they remain as blips.
Okay, so we know something is coming.
Exactly.
But we don't know what is it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when it comes into line of sight, we determine it with, in this version of the game, which is not going to be the final one, we're determining it with a dice. But in the final game, we have a deck
Okay.
of monsters, which we built before the mission starts. And we determine the monsters there, right?
It's better in that way.
Yeah, it's a lot better this way. This is why we're
more,
here.
more straightforward in the plan. And you can change the deck for different missions, so the mission is different.
Exactly. Yeah. You have a lot more variation, yeah. So in the early missions, you have an easier monster deck. As the game progresses, you get harder and harder.
So our breaches have weapons.
Right.
And I think we can change the weapons.
Right.
But not only the card between I have one weapon or another. If the miniature, you can change physically.
Exactly.
The weapon.
So this was
the card.
a favorite part. I think this is what drew all of us for Space Crusade, where how you could change the weapons, the clip-on weapons.
Yeah.
Now back in the day, there wasn't much you could do with that. I mean, you had like some heavy weapons, some bolt guns. What we've done here is we gave a lot more variation, a lot more choice, and more choice that makes sense, right? So what we've done is we have the clip-on weapons here, but when the mission begins, when the campaign begins, we only have access to the basic weapons, and which are the pistol and sword, and the regular blaster gun, right? And as the mission progresses, we get more and more gear. We find more gear during the campaign, which unlocks weapons, right? So we have all sorts of weapons here, right? So we have all these weapons that each one of them does something different. So I don't know if you can see those. So we have all sorts of weapons for the breachers.
We are going to talking about this because I think it's very interesting.
Right, yeah. So yes, one of the mechanics in the game is that you can breach walls and doors, for that matter. So some weapons and some equipment allows you to break through doors. So let's say that we have, let's reveal those for now. Hang on. So one of the things that you can do is you have walls, and what you can do is with certain weapons, like with the one you pointed, which is the drilling fist. Let's put a pistol on him as well. This is a one-handed weapon, so he can have a pistol as well. You can have as many pistols as you want.
Oh, okay.
So, for example, this guy here, he could drill through this place, this wall, so he could allow the squad to move through. This is very important during the game because the map can be so labyrinthian, which it means that you might have to take a very long detour. And because the game is a race against time, sometimes it makes sense to just punch through a wall to go faster. The bad thing about that is that the enemies can go through the wall as well. So
wow.
yeah, but yeah, what you're gonna do? Yeah.
Yeah. the game, it will be in a Kickstarter.
Right.
Kickstarter.
Well,
Okay.
not. It's either going to be Kickstarter or GameFound, but yeah, it's going to be crowdfunded. Yes,
Game.
at some point, and it's going to be at some point next year. Our plan is to have next year in Essen, here in Spiel. The plan is to have the boxes ready for sale and for the backers to pick them up if they want. I mean, one of the things that they can do is just pledge and come here and pick it up.
Okay.
Now, we're also going to have a digital release, which is going to be, it's probably going to be on Frontiers on My Mini Factory as well.
Okay.
And on GameFound or Kickstarter. So if you have a 3D printer, you can 3D print the minis, which are going to be a lot more of. And you could either buy the box with just the paper products, which is going to be a lot cheaper.
Okay.
3D printed miniatures.
With the standees and
Exactly.
you have the loops.
Right. You can.
Minis.
Right, and or you could just print the whole thing. I mean, we're going to give PDFs of everything. If you want to go through the trouble of printing everything on cardboard, you can do that. Yeah, which is going to be like the cheaper version. Or you can just get the STLs because we're going to have all sorts of different STLs. For example, we have this.
This is one.
Right, this is a breacher module, which is essentially the same thing.
We can play with this. Or
yes, or you can play with this. And there's a whole spaceship that comes on top of that if you want to go that route.
Well,
yeah.
I need more space. I don't have the space.
Yes.
If I have the space.
Right. Yeah, I know it's a bit overwhelming, but maybe you want to have a huge diorama, which is going to be fully playable, by the way, to space it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We're also going to have...
I need to buy a house and then I buy the...
Yeah. This is for the aficionados of the hobby, yeah. And we're going to have all sorts of extras that you can pick up in GameFound. We're doing the manufacturing ourselves. So Thorsten here is going to be doing the miniatures. So because we can 3D print the miniatures on short notice, we're going to be able to bring a lot more variation on the products you can choose on the Kickstarter.
One last question. How many types of enemies
in the basic kit? In the basic box, you're going to have how many others? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 enemies plus the hell nons.
Okay.
And we make extra poses for some of the more low-level miniatures. Yeah. So we have 3 variations for the small ones and 2 variations for these guys. And we can add more variations for the final product as well. But our plan is to add extra enemies with different behaviors, more advanced behaviors, and so on. And so you can. We designed the game to be expandable.
Okay, this is good.
Yeah.
With more campaigns, more.
More enemies, more board types, more all sorts of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for the inspiration.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We like it. I remember.
Glad to hear. Glad to hear.
It would be fun. I think.
Yeah. I hope so.
A fun game. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And bye.
Los discípulos de Armitage.